Hey you folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Imperial Italy, an EU4 Common Sense Let's Play. We still actually have to decide if the Imperial part of that means the HRE or the Empire of Italy. And we'll really be playing that by ear, you know, whether we stay in the HRE or not, whether we break off early. Unless all of Northern Italy gets brought into the HRE, we'll actually have a decision in a few years to, like, all the AI Italy bits will leave the HRE, and we'll have the choice of whether we want to leave the HRE or not. Of course, if we form Italy, we will automatically be booted out of the HRE, so I suspect at some point that will happen. And so we might want to lean on that side. The other thing is, I think I talked about vassalizing the Pope last time. We're not going to do that because apparently we'll get quite a few penalties if we do that. Unless I think we are Italy. I'm actually not sure if it still applies. Even as Italy, vassalizing the Pope may suck, but as Italy, we could take Rome later on and not take a big hit. But we'll definitely want Romagna, and we'll probably take Ancona. And in the future, consider making some moves against Naples over here, which is very scary. So, yeah, we are in two wars. We have joined Ferrara of its against the Swiss reconquest of Wallace over here, which should go well for Savoy. Not sure exactly what that means for us, but we'll see. And then, yes, we're in a war against the Papal States over here. And I talked about, in an effort to keep my aggressive expansion a bit lower, just because we do have a bit here and there, I think I was going to leave Montferrat just do its own thing. In fact, it is siege. Can I just, 99%, can I just take money? You're not a rival, so I can't humiliate you. So let's just take war reparations and a little bit of cash and boot you out early. I think that's going to be fine and dandy. Good stuff. And then who else is in this war? Albania. That's right. Some people were surprised to find out Albania still exists in this stage of the game. But yeah, I think they actually started in peace in Common Sense, and I think that's what makes part of the difference. Oh, autosave when I'm trying to move the tooltip. Lose legitimacy. Or lose 35 points. I don't like losing points, but I've already taken a legitimacy hit. Of course, our legitimacy is going up. Our heir has a strong claim. You know what? It's fine. We'll take that hit. It sort of sucks. Get a little bit less passive unrest reduction. Which actually our war exhaustion is quite high. Luca or Lucha no longer considers us a rival, which is interesting. Yeah, that is a fair amount of unrest. And we can't, I mean, we could boost stability. You know what? It may be a good idea for us to boost stability to +1 before we go and annex these two provinces over here. I mean, I realize that that means fewer admin points for us to core with, and coring is more expensive than it was before, but I think it's going to be a good idea. We may even want to consider bringing down our war exhaustion. We'll see how it goes. How do I only have 24% war score over here? I guess it's because I don't have Rome itself. It's about to fall. Albania is about to fall. Yeah, and if we... There we go. If we can separate peace out... Ooh, a new rival. These guys... Interesting. Oh, I don't have any personal war score with you. So I can't vassalize you. Plus, it would be more aggressive expansion. Although, it would be aggressive expansion quite far away. Hey, Pope Boy, if I negotiate with you... I really don't know why our war score is so low, but we'll see what happens when we take Rome. If I negotiate with you, I can convince you that it'll be 77% of the war score. And then Romagna is... how come the peace offer value isn't changing? Oh, Papal States will become... No. Okay, I can't negotiate with you to vassalize Albania. Okay, fair enough. Ba-da-bum. A little sea battle. Okay. Yeah. Wait. What? Albania? Was there a separate war going on here? That must have been what was going on. Albania must have been sieged in a war Naples had against them. Oh, well, that's kind of poop, but whatever. Alright, well, that's definitely 100% war score at this point. So, we're going to take, I think, 2 provinces here. We're not going to vassalize them, because that's bad. Are they not our rivals, really? I thought they were. War reparation? Trade? I mean, I guess it's kind of one or the other. Their trade power is not going to be particularly relevant with only Rome, I think. I mean, their war reparations might not be relevant either. We'll see how it goes. This keeps our peace offer below 50, which actually limits some of the truce timer, which is nice. I think I'm going to go with this. It might be a little bit inconvenient. If there is a rebellion in Ancona, we're actually going to have a hard time reaching it unless we have open borders with Naples. Let's send this peace deal. And yeah, we don't quite have enough. Start by coring there. Naples doesn't hate me, though. In fact, we're quite good friends. Let's make sure we have military access there. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all my troops over here. Oh, these are not mine. God damn. See, we have to eliminate Siena. Their flag is too similar to mine. Yeah, all right. And now Siena. Okay. So our actual rivals are Tuscany, Milan, and Lucca. Or Lucca. Or something else completely different. Oh, there we go. No longer a valid rival. Would have been nice. Oh, the Papal States is still a valid rival. But we're really not going after Rome. It would have been nice if we'd done that a little sooner. I actually quite like the idea of Switzerland. So Switzerland is in the HRE. Savoy is in the HRE. Is there a rival we can set that's not one of those? I guess we could set Naples. We've been good buddies so far, though, and it would sort of suck. Oh, Venice. That's the target. Silly me. Milan's actually about to take some of it, which is too bad. Because, yeah, we could really do well here. Well, we'll see exactly what Milan decides to do. There's the coalition. There's the coalition. It's a little unfortunate. But we still have some powerful allies. Even though people are jumping in the coalition against me, it's okay. I do want to save money for emergency mercs since I have no manpower. I could probably afford to build a little bit. Maybe we'll go ahead and build a barracks in our capital. Actually, barracks are pretty cheap. Why don't we build them everywhere? That's okay. Some of these buildings are way more expensive. But that's an okay start. I do need to save money for mercs, no matter what. How are we doing force limit-wise? Okay, we'll be able to build some more troops once we actually get some manpower. Siena, Wurtemberg, Ulm. Oh god, not Ulm. Oh noes. I'm actually debating increasing my autonomy here in Ancona, just so I don't have to worry about a rebellion here in the middle of this war. Well, if the war breaks out, I'll definitely consider popping it up. We'll wait. Okay, no one's rivaling the Papal State anymore. Is that what's left of Tuscany? Two little provinces there, split up. All the rivalries are changing. Oh, there we go. Look at Milan over here. That's actually really annoying for me. Because it was going to be quite nice to fight against Venice, a non-HRE member. Now, quarantine them. Venice enters a coalition. Yeah, that's okay. Most likely we are going to be leaving the HRE, which makes this, you know, fair game. So it does suck we'll still not be doing the HRE politics. If I'd realized the Italian stuff, like the fact that there's now a thing where they'll automatically leave, new pope, they'll automatically leave the HRE in Italy unless certain things happen. If I had realized that, I probably would have gone ahead and picked up like Bohemia or Bavaria or something like that and played a game within the HRE proper. And I guess not form Germany, but, you know, that's okay. I've never played as Italy, and Italy's going to provide a lot of fun too, so that's fine. We're building all those things. Yeah, we got to keep the money for mercs. If this coalition triggers, we are going to need a heck of a lot of it. We actually already have some mercenaries. Manpower is now refilling. We are at full... we don't need any more reinforcements, which is good. I'm not going to lower my maintenance on my troops because I want to make sure to have maximum rebel busting over here. Speaking of, when might things trigger? Tuscan separatists? I mean, we could consider buying down our war exhaustion. It is dropping on its own. I think I'll leave it. But it is very tempting. How close are we to our next technology over here? Oh, very close. And we'll want to be ahead of time as much as possible because actually getting bonus trade is going to be really, really valuable. Admin ideas, yeah, we'll get our level 5. Level 5 for that first idea group. In common sense. Within your fort zone of control. That's cool. Little extra icons. Was that there before? Because now Common Sense has officially come out at this point. I don't remember seeing these icons when we were playing earlier, but that doesn't mean it wasn't there. It could just mean that I've missed it, of course. There's no fort whatsoever in Ancona. Actually, that's interesting. We have 2 forts here. Oh, no, there's one in Florence. Okay. Do I want to turn some of these off? I think the answer is yes. I mean, we're still making some income. I don't think I want to turn off the Ferrero one. Florence, are these guys? Siena is, but that's about it. Maybe I'll leave it on. If they declare Siena's going to move in, if the coalition declares Siena's going to move in instantly, and we don't just want them to instantly cap these places, we want them to be delayed a little bit. Do I have... Oh, I do have enough points to start coring the second province now, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm tempted to start building up mercs now, just in case there is a uprising here, but I think I still have time. Was it 3 years, 5 years, 3 years? Oh, okay, I'm doing fine. There's my Diplotech. Definitely want that right away. Boom. 20% more trade efficiency. Very happy about that. Actually getting some manpower in the bank. Once these cores finish, I probably will go and build those barracks everywhere. Is there somewhere I can build it now? Wait, I can build it in Ancona? Oh, did I finish coring it? I guess there was a pop-up. I just sort of clicked away. I'm actually surprised it cored so fast. Okay, let's go over here. Because the big thing is, I don't want rebels sieging a province where I am working a core. Anytime someone sieges a province where you are working a core, it cancels the coring progress completely. If there's enemy troops in the province, it pauses it, and if they siege it, it cancels it. So that's just the worst. So I just want to be able to counter that ASAP. Manpower is bouncing back pretty quickly. I mean, we are going relatively quick here. Austria is so short. I mean, they do like me. Ooh, an insult from Siena. Wow, interesting. How does Vienna feel about me? Or Austria feel about me? They actually are still friendly, which is really good. Call to arms. Austria. They want to go after Venice. Well, I have to accept. Although, I don't think I'm actually going to move. Bosnia and the Knights, that's not really an issue. Yeah, it's fine. It sucks that Venice is going to be eaten completely by not me. I think we might win this, because we do have 3 galleys in here. Fewer ships overall, but the galleys are much, much stronger here. We did lose a light, but then... Oh! Oh! They got a bunch of reinforcements. Okay, I was going to say, why... I thought we were going to win that for sure. Bring it down to speed 3. How much money are we making? Do we want to start getting advisors? The answer is yes, we do. I could drop the unrest, although I don't think that's really much of a problem in the end. And then everyone else is going to be a little too expensive at this stage in the game. Better relations over time, guy. Let's do that. It'll help burn off the aggressive expansion, which will be quite nice. Let's take morale of the armies. Mostly I'm doing this so I get more military power, more than anything else, which I could consider grabbing this guy just to get +1 admin. You know what? Sure. The level 1 guys are all so cheap and just generate more power points in a very, very nice way. We can make a new decision. Advancement of Religion Act. Oh, that's very interesting. So we permanently get more national unrest, but we get more conversion strength. I actually don't think we're going to be needing to do a lot of conversion, so I'm just going to toggle that off for now, and we'll see how it goes. If we do start to get some Protestant or Reform down here, then maybe, but I suspect it will stay pretty heavily Catholic. We'll see. There might be a little bit of, you know, Sunni and stuff, too, to deal with, but overall, I don't think we'll have to do a lot of conversion, so I'd rather not take the +1 unrest. And we can always use it later. We can just pick up a theologian a little bit later. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, some of these would be fine. Even if they add a little bit of reform desire, they're not necessarily bad. Are we? Oh, well, we'll win that one. But seriously, go home at war. Because that's a big fleet, which is going to come and fight us. Is France in on this? Oh, that's right. Austria and France are allied. Still, that's too big of a fleet. We're actually going to have to deal with these guys, which is kind of annoying. Oh, these are all galleys, so yeah, we can't fight that. Just going to say run as quickly as you can. We will have to rebuild our fleet. That's a good place to put our money. We can build 4 more ships, and I will be building light ships. I guess we'll double up like that, and that'll be okay. Light ships, you know, don't fight, but they do the trade thing, which is pretty important. Speaking of trade, okay, fluctuating a bit. I'm still a little overextended, so some of our trade power is going to be a bit lower. Rebellions are still not anywhere close to popping. I'm happy I didn't bring down our war exhaustion. Of course, right now it's not moving because we are in a war, but that's overall okay. Manpower's come out nicely. We may actually... You know what? I'm actually going to build troops now to bring us up to our force limit. Just men-at-arms, I think, is going to be fine. 1, 2, 1. There we go. 3, 4. Just bring us up to our force limit because I was going to say it'll reduce the chance that we get declared on. I wonder if they got triggered by the fact that my manpower just dropped, but I don't actually have the forces yet, which is interesting. Although, what happened to Siena? Siena had an 8 stack of troops over here. So I'm just going to start off by smashing them. I have a decent general, 2, 2, 3. They have 1... Yeah, seriously, where'd the troops go? I don't know. Who's on my side in here? Austria and France. No one else. I think that'll be sufficient, though. Let's go ahead and unmothball that. And, yeah, mostly I'm going to stay in Siena. I'll try to siege it out just to take someone out of contention over here. And meanwhile, France and Austria will hopefully duke it out with little bits and pieces. It actually might be quite convenient to have Austria a little bit busy fighting some of the people in this other war than maybe being able to siege out Venice quite as quickly. On the other hand, maybe France and Austria are going to be distracted sieging out Venice this whole time and not assist me as much as I want. Looks like Ravensburg. Yeah, Ravensburg, Ulm, and all that. They're actually just sieging Tyrol over here, which is a good province to siege. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, no, I want to actually see the province here. I want to see the loot bar. Check it out. Armies will loot 1.5 gold per month. Very nice. So I think ultimately we'll be okay. But, yeah. Would I have been happier if it hadn't triggered? I'm not sure about that. I'm a little concerned about this troop coming in here. So what do they need? They need show superiority. So what we really need to make sure is that... Hey, good. We finished the core. That's actually really handy. We really have to make sure that these little stacks over here I'm building don't get stack wiped. And it's about to pop. Alright, you are coming here. So, yeah, I'll have to cancel all these constructions, which is kind of a little annoying. I'll leave the one in Florence going. Yeah, I have to make sure I don't lose battles. Oh, hello, military technology. 5% ahead. We just flipped the year over, though, so it went from, like, 15 to 5, and that's okay. We're going to build that limber for sure. Now, we're not going to have a chance to build some mortars right now, but we are going to take those tactics bonuses. That's going to be really nice, not to mention the bonus to infantry fire and artillery fire, or whatever it was. We do have a morale guy, so that's really helpful. Oh, really beautiful. So we do have to win some battles to get the ticking war score. But yeah, I'm just going to take Siena out of the picture, basically. Being nice and safe over here. France and... Interesting. Are you going to come fight me over here? That would be crazy. Are you going to sit and... You're coming to fight me. Okay. I'm totally fine. Yeah, you're locked in. Why the hell would you do that? Because you're really concerned about the siege? I mean, I have more troops and a slightly better general. I should have better stats. I've got the tech advantage. I don't know what Nuremberg's military tech is, but I'm willing to bet mine is probably higher. No, this. I got 0.7 more morale. Okay, no. We do have exactly the same military tactics, so they have the same... They're also tech level 7. But no one brought any cannons here. They actually have a river crossing, which is good. 2-0 versus my 2-2. This should crush it. Oh yeah, I forgot. We've got Siege 4 too. So sieging... I like the idea of sieging Siena. Like, let's play to our strength. This combat's not really going anywhere in terms of kills. There we go. I'm going to go and restart my army building. Oh, let's actually pop out... I know cannons aren't super powerful right now, but I'm going to get 3 of them. You know, I'm not going to overdo it on my artillery here. Make sure I've got that sturdy front line. Where would you be running to? That's interesting. You're going east. There's no one in the war to the east. So I think you're far enough away. You're just moving 1 tile, which means I'm going to break the siege, go to Umbria, and probably stack wipe you. Oh, you're still moving. Interesting. I guess because I have military access over here, so do they. I want to keep it up, though, so that I can reach Ancona. So they are going to do a full, legit run. which is interesting. They are going to get another morale tick at the end of March, so probably before we get there. So we might not just do an instant stack wipe. But we will win another battle, which will help secure the ticking war score, which we already have. Really? Oh, right. Aragon is in on this. That is a long freaking run, though. Now, if I do fight you in here, most likely, even if you are able to escape. Yeah, no, that's okay. I want to keep the next one. What? Oh, because of ships. Shit, I can't actually follow them. Oh, well, that's poop. I'm going to say, even if they don't get stack wiped, they'll just run to an adjacent province. This one ship is very annoying. My navy is still docked, which is good, because that's a very scary enemy set of troops. So yeah, we'll just go back to sitting in Siena. That's okay. Other than that, war is going mostly in our favor. A lot of stuff sitting around in Austria, which, again, doesn't really bother me. Slowing down Austria here a bit with its Venetian conquest actually makes me quite happy. Naples grabbing some territory over here would not make me happy. Oh, we'll just do another little quick stack wipe. Squoosh. Siena, you should not have built a new troop there. Lovely. And if we can get some cannons in here to speed things up. I mean, we're already getting +4 from the siege leader, which is nice. We're getting the -2 because we don't have to send anything over here, and forts are a lot stronger than they used to be. So yeah, getting a few cannons in here will be nice. How does the cannon progression go? Ah! Okay, so even though it's fort level 3 in terms of number of troops you need and the penalty provided here, the cannon count still is like as if it were a level 1 fort. So my 3 cannons here are going to give us +3 to the siege, which I'm really quite happy with. Looks like we're going to win a big battle over here. There are some reinforcements coming, but I don't think it's going to be enough to twist it. Although, France attacked into them, so they've got the mountain bonus on the other side, which is too bad. And we're going to wrap this up here. I'm still totally thinking our coalition war is going to be okay. The biggest disappointment, the biggest negative so far, I think, is the fact that Milan took some bits of Venice that I really would have preferred. Let's go ahead and just make sure, since I've got some diplomats sitting around, let's just cap out these two improved relations just a bit more. Yeah, we can afford to get a bit more there. Just keep it as high as possible, as long as possible. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.